projects, and I was like, man, hold on, man, this shit sound dope. So, you know what I'm saying? I went on ahead and
Appreciate
checked out your YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Checked out a little bit of your discography. I was like, okay, all right, this is something I
that.
don't hear on the radio, on the background of TikToks every day. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see if I can get them on the show.
I appreciate that, man. Much love. Thanks for checking me out and checking my music out and stuff like that. I appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey,
Good
man,
day.
it's not every.
This is a collection of stories.
Landover Legend Studios presents.
I've been through a lot.
The I Can't Make This Up podcast.
Yeah.
By Big T.
That's what's up, man. That's it's literally the same thing with me, man. It's like, um, certain key things, certain key words you hear, just keep you going, and I have up and down moments. But it's like, it's just the consistency, just doing what you love, just fighting the fight, and just keep going and do what you love doing. If you really love it, you'll continue on, and I'm sure that you love doing what you do, and even like when I watch your stuff, I checked your stuff out not too long after you hit when you messaged me, and you actually had the comedian. I think he's pretty funny. It's a dude on there that I see on Facebook a lot. He's pretty funny that you had on there. It was one that was cool. It was like, man, it was just so genuine. It was like organic, it was like everybody was just joking and the jokes was coming. It was like, man, this is something that is not being forced. This is something that you do. This is something that you really do. It comes natural. When it comes natural like that, it's just like that's what you're supposed to be doing. I think that's what God sent you here to do. When it just comes natural, when it's organic like that. You just got to find what it is. And for you, it's this, and for me, I believe it's this music. So yeah, for sure, for sure.
No doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt. Like for me, this is it's almost effortless, minus the tedious things that go behind me. You know, production wise. You know,
yeah.
me talking about some real stuff. It's like breathing. And I think
Yeah.
that's why. I had the idea that I wanted to do something with myself that'll push me to a entrepreneurship, level, and I didn't
Mhm.
realize it until I started this show. This is what I wanted to do. So it came
Yeah.
hand in hand, and the stars aligned, and a little over a year later, here we go.
That's all there is to it, man. You look like you're making moves to me, man, from what I'm saying. So you must be doing something right.
Oh yeah, behind the scenes, I got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? We could talk
Yeah.
about that a little later, though.
Okay, okay.
For sure, for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the Landover Legend, aka Big T, and this is a very, I want to say, great day, and I'm honored by my next guest. He's an esteemed artist that I found via social media, and instantly became a fan off of one video. I think that you'll be the
Okay.
same once you check out his work. Raff Alpha, thank you for joining me today on the I Can't Make This Up podcast.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me. I enjoy things like this. I enjoy the journey, man. So, people that take the time out to actually listen and want to have a conversation and get to know me, I can't pass that up. I was like, that's dope that someone wants to actually sit down out of their day and out of their schedule to talk with me, because they think that what I do is interesting. So, I appreciate you having me on and even wanting to get some more insight on me. So much love, man, for having me on. Much love.
Man, no doubt, no doubt. So, man, won't you introduce yourself to my audience and give me a little background on yourself?
Okay, okay. Like you said, I'm Raff Alpha. Stage name is Raff Alpha. Um, I'm an MC, man. I'm an MC from Baltimore, Maryland. that's just the gist of it, man. I'm just an MC that's on the grind, man, trying to make something happen with it, you know. Well, I am. I'm not gonna say trying to. During the journey, I have been making some things happen, and through the journey, I'm learning a lot, and just grinding it out and making hip hop music, man. Doing what I love to do, you know. That's just the gist of me, man. That's about the gist of Raff Alpha. Yeah,
Man, you said a key word that I like, and a lot of people don't know how to distinguish. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rappers out here. There's a lot of entertainers, but there aren't many MCs. And if you can distinguish this difference, then you'll know what type of person you're listening to and what type of music is going to be running through your ears. You know what I'm saying? If you're not familiar with the
sure.
word MC, that means you can move the crowd simply with your words. You're not just having them bopping because the beats sound nice. Because there's a lot of people out here who beat. You know what I'm saying? Is actually what people are a fan of. You can put anything on the beat. But if you could move the
Yeah,
crowd, if you could have them reciting your words word for word and feel that vibe, oh, you's a whole different
yeah.
animal, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree 100%. That's what an MC is, man. And um, those are dime of a dozen nowadays, like you said. But I'm here to keep it alive, man. I'm not letting it die. I'm here. I'm gonna be one of those guys that's gonna keep the culture alive and keep that word MC alive. You know,
Okay. So,
sure.
so you a DMV native like myself. I'm in PG County. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably about an hour from you depending on what part of Baltimore you from.
Yeah. Oh, so you in PG County?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're not. I've been. The crazy thing is I only been to PG County once, and that was not too long ago. Um, I had to go out there for a church service. My mother wanted to go to this church service, and she really wanted me to come with her. And I always hear about PG County, but I never went. I went to a church service out there with her, and I was like, okay, this is PG County, but I've never been, but I've always heard about PG County. But yeah, we're not that far, man. We're not that far away from each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
hour
So,
away.
yeah, so growing up in the DMV, depending on your age range, you always had different time periods of music. So, I came up in the '90s where, they say really that's where hip hop stopped. You know what I'm saying? After the '90s, it changed to a whole new era, and it's been transforming ever since. So, you know, I'm assuming that at that time you were listening to, probably the same music I did. How early did you start falling in love with music and want to become, an artist?
Um, I'll say because I was born in the '90s, right? So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it, a lot of it, I missed of the golden era. Not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it, a partial of it. I say when I became conscious, I was still young.
Mm-hmm.
I was conscious like mid late '90s, and then the 2000s era. I grew up on that because my age. But in all honesty, I really, I really wasn't into hip hop. I really wasn't into hip hop. I knew that hip hop was popular in the black communities and things of that nature, but I didn't resonate with hip hop because I didn't resonate with hip hop because of the time that I grew up on it, I believe. And I think that I knew it was popular. You had to during the times you had the bling bling era is what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
When the Hot Boys and was big, and everything is about ice and diamonds and Jay-Z, Nas. Jay-Z was in his prime, and Nas in the 2000s, and Nelly and Ludacris and those guys. Like around that prime, I liked hip hop because I knew it was what everybody listened to, but it wasn't. I didn't love it. I didn't love it. It was more like, oh, okay, all my friends listen to this, and 50 Cent and this and that, and this is what everybody listened to in the black community. But it wasn't nothing big or prominent in my life. What happened was I actually was you. I think YouTube just came out, and I was this YouTube surfing on and looking through music, and I mistakenly ran into Nas's Illmatic, you know, and when I ran into Illmatic and I listened to that album, and I say it changed everything. I was never a Nas fan. I knew who Nas was because he was famous. I didn't think to go check out a Nas album in my life. But I ran into this Illmatic album and it just changed my whole perspective on hip hop. I started doing my homework. I started going backwards. And the 90s was really resonating with me, you know? And, um, I started listening to all the classic albums in the 90s. And a lot of them I barely remember because my father used to listen to them when I was young. But I was like, oh, I remember this. My father used to play this when we back in the day when I was a kid, or this and that. And I'll go back to the albums, and man, it's just that Illmatic album changed everything, And who world is this? When I heard that, man, it was like I was like, man, it was just something like the way he was speaking through street life. He was like an intelligent street dude. It was like it was different to me. It was like okay, and he had something to say. He was telling me his story, and from that point on, I wanted to be an MC, man. I didn't. I used to rhyme. My brother used to have me rhyming and writing rhymes at a young age, but I was a kid, man. I didn't care about rapping. I was a kid. I wanted to play outside, but he would like have me rhyming and things of that nature and writing rhymes at a young age because he looked up to Master P. He was a big Master P fan. He had all his albums. He was big on the down south artists in the 90s. And um, he had Master P, uh, every artist that was on No Limit Records. He had all their albums. He had them all on the wall and stuff. And I think he wanted to be like a entrepreneur like P and have his brothers rap. As me and my brother, he had me and my brother rapping. But we weren't focused, man. We were too young. We were too young. We wanted to go outside and play. And so nevertheless, that went past. I grew up, I heard the Illmatic album, and I wanted to be an MC. And that's when I literally started penning rhymes. And they weren't the best in the beginning. I really had to work on my craft. It took some years. And I kept being a fan, kept listening to music, kept finding music. I kept going back into the 80s of listening to Will Smith, and Jazzy Jeff. I just kept being a student, kept being a student. And that's when I say I really fell in love with it because it was in a time period where I was going through a lot of mental depression and things of that nature in my life. But when I discovered the core of hip hop, the roots of hip hop, it kind of saved me, It kind of saved me. And I was just having this conversation with my lady. It's like, man, like this hip hop is bigger than this rhyming, and I know that they think that I get real deep when it comes to hip hop conversations. But like this hip hop, man, stuff saved my life. Like I'm really embedded in this, man. I really love the culture. That's why I don't like when we have culture vultures or people that don't care about the culture but is doing it for alternative reasons, ulterior reasons, money reasons, just trying to have a quick come up. I'm just not into that. I love MCs. I love people that really care about the culture. So that's how it all started for me, man. It started from there, and since that point, I just kept going, man. Just kept going with it. So not to ramble, but so much, but that's literally how it started.
No, you're fine, man. I appreciate you giving me that breakdown. As soon as you said something about the '80s, you got me thinking about Rakim and Big Daddy
Yeah,
Kane. You know what I'm saying? People like that. People like Curtis Blow, who, in
Curtis.
my
Yeah,
opinion, doesn't get enough credit. And his biopic,
no,
I believe, is going to be epic because
yeah,
he was the world's first, rap superstar.
exactly, exactly.
And not a lot of people know that. Like they might have heard of Curtis Blow, in like collaboration with like Houdini and the Fat Boys and things like that. But like
Mhm.
this dude, this dude was the man at that time. I mean, he even came
Yeah.
down and collab with like Trouble Funk back in the day, and
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, did that track "If I Ruled the World." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so not everybody can understand and appreciate, the culture of hip hop and what it's done for the community, in my opinion. So, When I hear stuff like that, what I'm saying, it makes me understand and resonate a little bit more with your music.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that, man. It's like you said, Curtis Blow, man. Like he's that one. I was talking to my buddy. It's crazy shit. I was talking to my buddy a while back about that, and I was telling him like Curtis Blow's a legend, and he was like, no, he's not a legend. And I was like, you got to put him. He broke the door down for being, like you said, the first hip hop superstar. Hip hop wasn't underground no more at the breaks, and he broke the door down to allow everybody to hit that mainstream. That mainstream. And I'm like, you have to put yourself. I always tell them you have to put yourself in the shoes of people that grew up in that era. We didn't grow up in that era, you know.
Hmm.
So you got to put yourself in that era and imagine if something fresh and new like hip hop hits the scene and it's like never been heard before. This is like probably mind blowing. And it's like to have someone on the mainstream and just come through and kick the door down and everybody know what hip hop is now. He's getting played on the radio. He's getting show everywhere. It's like that's special, man. You got to give him his credit. You got to give him his credit. Um, but yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I'm still to this day doing my homework. I still run into new stuff to catch me off guard when I go back and listen, man. It's lovely, man. I love it, man. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you brought up your pen game earlier. Do you remember, like, one of your first rhymes that you ever put out there? I'm pretty sure it wasn't your best, but something like significant like that, what I'm saying, it always, rings through your minds when you perform as yourself.
Yeah. I got this. My buddies used to make fun of me all the because we used to like rhyme in the neighborhood and stuff like that when we was young.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? I had some silly rhyme. I don't know what I said. My rap name? I had so many different rap names at the time. I had Prince Ty. I was Prince Ty, and I was a producer. Then I called myself Beats for Days, and I had so many different names. But it was something where I said, I know, man. I was everywhere, man. But I said something like I remember this rhyme. But I don't know why I said what I say. I said, call me Prince Ty when I ride in the sky. What I say? Would call me Prince Ty when I ride in the sky, speeding like a bullet, homie. That's how I ride. Or something silly. I don't know what I was talking about. But they, my friends, right? They
uh,
remind me of this rhyme all the time because they were there when I was spitting it. So they won't let me forget it. And they're like, I hear it to the day, just keep reminding me it. And I'm like, okay, I came a long way, man. I don't know if I was in a plane. I don't know why I said that. I said, call me Prince Ty when I fly in the sky, speeding like a bullet, homie. That's how I ride. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I thought that was hot, but I thought it was hot. And my friends, they constantly remind me. They say it over and over to me. And I'm like, forget y'all, man. Y'all messed up, man. Y'all keep teasing me about that. But that's
hey,
the first one I remember that I constantly always remember.
hey, man, ain't nothing like a good throwback memory like that, because those are the ones that's gonna stick with you until your golden ages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
For sure.
I was listening to one of your songs. I believe it was "If It Ain't Where You From,"
Mhm.
and I heard the name Young Buddha. Where did that name
Yeah.
come from?
Young Buddha is like Young Buddha is like a alter ego, I guess you could say. Um, as you could say, because I got into the Buddhist teachings a while ago, and about just staying peaceful and meditating when going through stress and being peaceful and not letting situations dictate your emotions and not allowing people to control your emotions and being in control of your own emotions and being in this having self-control. I just resonated with the teachings, right? And it's kind of like an alter ego kind of thing, I would say, where I'm talking more um, conscious about things. That
Hmm.
side comes up, my introspectical side. You know what I mean? I'll bring out. You'll hear me say "Young Buddha" or things of that nature because I do have a braggadocious side. I have a braggadocious side where I'm talking. I'm the best MC. Y'all MCs ain't nothing. You gotta let people know that what you could do on the mic. But then I got that other side where I feel like a message has to be said. Where people can learn something from it, or I might be helping somebody through something. It's not all about the braggadocio stuff. Just getting something across and letting people hear my story so they can have a better understanding of me and what I've learned through the process. It's the young Buddha side, and you'll hear me from time to time say young Buddha throughout the tracks because I feel like that side comes out when it needs to. But that's all. That's what that is right there, young Buddha. Yeah,
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the first time I seen on one of J. Cole's album covers featuring Kill Edwards, and I'm like, who the hell is Kill Edwards? But
yeah, yeah,
it was his alter ego, and I was like, okay, I see where he coming from. That's dope.
yeah, yeah. That's what that is. Yeah, I know what you're talking about too. But he didn't. The Kill Edwards thing. He didn't. I didn't see him carry that out too long. I heard the. I think on his last album, not the one that just dropped, but I heard one track he did named after him. But thought it would have been cool if you kept that going, man. It would have been dope. But
Yeah, I
that's
think the first time I heard it was on KOD, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, on KOD, right,
Hmm.
right, exactly. Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so who you listening to these days? Some people that you ride to.
Um, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, it's not. I don't know if I'm just too picky. I
Hmm.
don't know if I'm just too picky, but I don't really. I go back, man. I go back. I don't listen to too much new stuff now. The only guy that I really listen to, I guess you would say, is newer school, but I haven't listened to him in a while. I like K Dot. I like Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar is very dope to me. His story, his rhyming ability. He's dope. But other than that, man, I just don't. I can't. I just go back. I just go back and listen to Nas. Might listen to some old 50 Cent before the Get Rich or Die Trying. The mixtape eras, and I might go back to Trap Called Quest. Um, I'll go back to some Wu Tang, stuff like that. And just listen to things of that nature. But newer stuff, I'm not really tuned in. It's nothing that's really been grabbing me, you know, as of yet. But I'm always listening though, man. I'm always trying to find it.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt. I mean, once I heard Section 80 for the first time, I became a fan of Kendrick right afterwards. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He kind of reminds me of
yeah,
Nas a little bit, the way he can take you into his hood and you can visualize yourself, what I'm saying, riding the
yeah.
bike or what I'm saying, experiencing what he experienced. That's the same thing Nas did, in my opinion.
Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. That's exactly right, man. That's why I think I resonate with him because when I listen to his music, it's like you're there. It's like you're there. And I think those guys is like what I'm like Nas, I'm very into. Um, Kendrick, I'm very into. Those guys bring you to where they are. And that's what I think I like about it, and like about their music. And my favorite album, I love the Pepper Butterfly album, man. Like that album is flawless to me, man. I love that album. Whenever I want some inspiration on the artistic side, I might cut that on, just to give it a listen. But yeah, yeah, for sure, I agree.
So, what was the earliest you ever performed like in front of a crowd?
Um, the earliest I performed in front of a crowd, I say 18, 18, 17, 18.
Hmm.
For a talent show. And I actually won it. I was shocked. I was nervous as ever, but my mother was, saying like, you need to perform. You need to do a show. You need to do a show. My mother's a singer. I come from a family of singers, and
Okay.
she used to perform and do a talent show every year at this particular place. And she was known there. Everybody knowing it. She'd been knowing it since the 70s. And, she had a little name in the city and things of that nature was singing. So she seen that I was doing my music, trying to get into it. I was just starting off, trying to write my rhymes. My brother's also a singer. Like I said, I come from a family of singers. So I performed a song um, called, I said, what did I sample? Luther Vandross. I made a beat and I sampled Luther Vandross. What's that song? It's like, you're the one on my mind, got me working overtime. I forget the name of the song, but I sampled that. I thought it was a hot beat. And I wrote some rhymes to it. It was about a girl. And, I was like giving expressing
Hmm.
myself how I really wanted her and all that good stuff. I thought it was hot, man. I thought it was hot. I performed the song. I had my brother on the hook. He was singing. I was like, man, it's a hit. We got to get this radio and all that. And we thought we had one right there. And we went to the talent show. I was nervous. It was a lot of people for me. It's a lot of people in the crowd, and we did it. We performed. I didn't think I did well, but they gave me the trophy. They said I won. And I still got the trophy to this day, man. I'm proud of that. That was my first performance, and it started everything because I ended up performing more and more and more and opening up for hip hop legends and stuff. So that was good preparation, really. So yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
winning that talent show kind of created young Buddha. It kind of gave you that ego push to start taking that thing seriously.
Sure, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. It had my, it had my, it had me like hyped. I was like, okay, I could do this. Like I can, I won it, and everybody's congratulating me and things of that nature. Give you some confidence. So, I was ready to go after that. I think that was really, like you said, the start. Like where I was like, this is what I want to do. I really can do this. You know what I mean? I just kept going. I kept going with it from there. Yeah,
I mean, all I could say is, man, you blessed to have people that believe you in your corner that gave you that push. Not everybody, has that or have people to take to understand to try to understand, what type of dreams you're pursuing and how they can help, put you there. So, I hope that that they continue to do that, and I'm pretty sure through like your fans and people that follow you, I'm pretty sure they help you in any type of way because you never know what type of just, like or comment or whatever could, what I'm saying, help push somebody to greatness and, end
sure.
up giving you the album that changes their life like Nas did for you.
For sure, man. You're exactly right, man. It's amazing you say that. I always remind myself that, man, my family has been such a great support system, and I know a lot of people don't have that. And I take advantage of it because I know everybody doesn't have that. And I always remind my family over and over, like, man, I'm so grateful for y'all. Thank y'all for coming out to these shows. Y'all support me. Y'all come out. Y'all support. Y'all share. They don't have to do this. And they support my dream. What I want to do. It's really lovely. And a lot of people see it too when we go out to these shows, and people be like, man, they come up to me like, man, you did good. But your family, man, they riding for you, man. They really riding for you. And with me, I'm even shocked that they're riding with me this much. I think once they seen how serious I was, I think that's when they realized I was serious, and they jumped on board and they said, okay, he's really pushing this. He's really trying to make something out of this. And I'm forever grateful for that, man. Like you said, everybody don't have that. And I'm forever grateful for it. So
Yeah, man. I think that 2021 has brought a spark of inspiration in a lot of people. You see a lot of growth in podcasts like myself or small businesses and things of that nature, and a lot more community outreach. And it kind of takes me back to the '90s to like when I was a kid and we was doing you know. Neighborhood programs and things of that. I see that starting to come back, not as prevalent as it was back then, but I'm starting to see that growth. And I'm glad to see, what I'm saying, people like yourself who inspire instead of just entertain. What I'm saying? You can you can find entertainment everywhere. But I see a lot of people, like I see your comments and everything, and a lot of people like, yo, this is what I've been missing, this is what I've been needing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. At any point in time since you have been doing this along your journey, have you ever felt like discouraged in any way?
Oh yeah, all the time, man. Like it's a roller coaster, and that's one thing that I learned about this. It's like it's a journey, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it, especially if it's something that you really want to do. It's not gonna be a straight shot to it. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's journey is different, and it's moments where I just want to quit, and it's moments where I feel invincible. I feel like I can't be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I think it's all about just getting back up, man. When you feel discouraged, let that feeling linger. You're gonna feel discouraged, but it'll go away in a couple of days, and you'll get some more inspiration. I feel inspiration always comes. It's like it never runs out. No matter how down you get, a spark of inspiration is gonna come somehow through something. Like you said, it might be through an interview me and you are doing, or they might hear a key word or a key topic we're talking about, or a person might just come to them and talk to them and they might resonate to them about what they're talking about, or it might just be, I don't know, the Bible or the Quran or whatever, spiritual religion you belong to or spiritual practices you do. Depending on anything, man, it can come from anything. So what I always tell people is that, yeah, it's not gonna you're not gonna just go through this and not feel discouraged. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more than once. It's gonna happen a lot of times. You're gonna feel discouraged. Some days you're just gonna feel like I'm done, but it'll pass. Just make sure when that inspiration comes, you catch it. Catch it and build it up like the snowball that's going down the hill. When it builds up, and builds momentum and gets bigger. Just keep building from that spark of motivation, and you'll get back on your feet because it ain't no one shot ride when it comes to anything you're trying to get accomplished. But I for sure get discouraged, but just that's how I handle that. I get back up. I just get back up from it once the discouragement is over.
Yeah, not everybody has that mindset, unfortunately. They take that
Yeah.
one hit, and then they down for the count. Like, that's what life is. You fall, you dust yourself off, you get
that's
back up, you know?
that's a fact, man. Yeah, that's a fact. A lot of people don't have that mindset, and that's the tough part about it. It's like an internal battle, and it's like and even with people that they get that one shot, right? They fall down and they're like, damn, I need to stop. They having an internal battle, They having an internal battle. They obviously believed in something because they attempted it at one point, but they got knocked down. So it was something in you that you believe that you could do something, but you seen that one knockdown and you're like, damn, I got knocked out. It probably ain't gonna never work. And you're letting that other side win. It's like the devil and the angel on your shoulders. You're letting that devil talk to you and he's winning. He's winning. He's convincing you more than the angel. And I think that's what happens. I think a lot of people just never try again because they allow that other side, they allow that devil to keep up the over. It becomes too convincing. They be like, man, fuck it. Don't allow me to cuss. I don't know if you.
No, no, you good, you good.
Okay, they be like, forget it. And my bad. I ain't know if you gonna cuss them or not on it, but and they just basically to stop, and they basically stop and don't even try it. And that's the saddest thing because it's like something died inside. It's like, man, you're alive, but something just died inside. You just stop. You stop. That could have been your purpose. That could be why you're here. Why you're on this planet. That might be why God have you here. But you just stop because of the battle that's going on in your mind. You know. So
Yeah, I
uh,
think I think that a lot of people have that internal struggle and they don't know how to, manage it. And it's crazy, but I mean, it's normal at the same time because everyone has like self conflict about their decisions and thoughts and processes in life, but not everybody knows how to, break that down and come to a resolution with it. They can be fighting with something that they, experienced 10 years prior, and it's like, hey man, you need to talk to somebody, or talk it out with somebody who might experience it. Even if you want to remain anonymous, you should ask, find a way to ask somebody for help without, what I'm saying, exposing yourself if you don't feel comfortable in doing that. So
I
you know,
agree.
I always encourage people, have a conversation with a friend if you feel as though you're going through something or you're dealing with something that you need to get past. And if you can't, I mean, there are, professionals out there that help people with their problems every day. You know what I'm saying? It might not always be the answer that you're looking for, but it might be the one that'll help you regardless.
Exactly. You said it perfectly, man. 100%. I couldn't. I agree 100%. Couldn't disagree with that one. That's 100% right, man. I agree.
Okay.
Uh,
So let me ask you this, man. As a lover of music like myself, you have any goals or ambitions to collab with anybody that you're a fan of?
um, it's certain people, right, that I'm fans of, and I'm just fans of um their music, but I wouldn't want to do a song with them. And then there's
Mm,
people that I would want to do a song with. And the people that I want to do a song with, I think it would work. I would want to do a song with Common. I
okay.
don't know. I always wanted to do a song. I don't know, man. Something about Common, his flow is just like so unique. I love certain albums from him, the Beat album. I love like Water for Chocolate. Um, the Resurrection. It's Common is unique. It's so unique, man. I always wanted him on a track with me. I don't know why. It's just been a lifelong thing. Like I would love to have Common on a track. Um, also, also Lupe Fiasco. I
Hmm.
actually met him one time, but also Lupe Fiasco. Very unique. Love him. Been a big fan since his Food and Liquor album. Love that album, and you know, would be somebody I would want to do a song with. But if the opportunity came, I would definitely want to be in a natural sense because you know, being so that I've met some of these celebrities, I'm understanding how the industry work, man. I'm really not pressed to do songs with industry people,
Mm-hmm.
but if the opportunity came and it was somebody that you know, that I would want to do a song with, yeah, for sure. I would those guys, those two in particular, for sure. I would definitely want to do music with. Um, it's not too many others though. I can't think of anybody else. Some people I just rather just listen, and be a fan, and just listen to their music than getting on a song with them. So those two for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely fans of both of them.
Yeah,
I think that I could see you in Common, you know what I'm saying, on the
yeah,
track, like,
yeah,
his wordplay, and he's so
yeah,
multifaceted, you know what I'm saying, that
yeah,
I could see him in any type of roles, like, it's like if y'all shot a video together or something, like I
yeah,
could see
yeah,
that being, a crazy production. So
yeah, for sure. Same. Yeah,
that definitely fits your style in my opinion. So
yeah,
I mean, all that, and some people don't even understand what does it even mean to collaborate. I could
mm,
see, like what you said earlier. What I'm saying, you actually study. You study music. You study the genre of hip hop. You know what I'm saying. So I'm assuming that you have a plan for your musical journey. Like, where do you see it going, or do you see it being, have, like limitless potential? Like it could, it can grow into an empire, or, you just want to create music and see where it takes you.
um, what I want to do, I want to see how far it can take me for sure. Um, if the empire comes behind it, then that'll be great as well. But what I really want to do is create music that reaches the masses. That's my goal, and to make music to resonate with people and help people and inspire people. Um, that's the ultimate goal that I would want to do. I feel like that would be my service for living here, on this planet. And that's the ultimate goal. The empire and things of that nature would definitely be nice. I would love that. Don't get it wrong. I ain't one of those rappers that acting like I don't care about money, and I never had $1 million, so I don't know how. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't need the money. No, I'm not one of them guys. But at the same time, I do have a love for this culture, for this hip hop, and I know I love it. It's not about that when I do this music. It's about the craft. It's about the topic matter. It's about making music that resonates with people and people can relate to, getting a message across. Also, it's therapeutic for myself, just being able to go to therapy with myself and write my feelings and the way I'm feeling down on paper and releasing it out of me. That's what it's all about for me, and I want to take that as far as I know that I can take it, and that's the ultimate goal for me. And then that's the path I've been on. I feel it's coming. We gotta keep working a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, man, no
Yeah.
doubt. I think that a lot of people, aspire to do great things with their gift, or they have an idea that they want to, create and put out there, but they don't know the process, or even the details and the hard work that goes into making that happen. A lot of people just jump out there and they fail within that first year because they didn't do the proper research. They didn't do their due diligence when it came to what actually goes into it. Everyone says, I want to be Jeff Bezos, but he started in the garage selling books, just books. You know what I'm saying? And so much came afterwards that he's taking trips up to the space on a Saturday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
you gotta do that. You gotta do that research. You gotta realize that eventually to get to that point where you making, I believe it was like $4 million a day or something crazy like that. Like, you're gonna have to, I don't want to say be ruthless, but you're gonna have to step on some toes and
Yeah.
realize that that comes with the game. You know.
Mhm. Yeah. That's for sure, man. People gotta understand that, man. You can't. It's no. That's the thing. People, when it comes to journeys, man, I feel like journeys are very important. People compare their lives to other people, and I don't think that things are meant. It's not meant to be that way. You're not supposed to compare yourself. Everybody is different. Everybody's journey is different, and I think that's why a lot of people um, give up so fast, because they see Jeff Bezos. It's like, I'm gonna be the next Jeff Bezos. He did it at this age, and then he made a mill to this age. But you might don't. Your journey might not be like that. Your journey might be a little different, And a lot of people get discouraged because, like you said, they end up stopping the first year because they went down on sales in their business and they think it's over. A lot of multi-millionaires, a lot of entrepreneurs have fell flat on their face, been in debt, and came out of debt and came and made more money than they ever had, and are now the richest people on the planet. And I think persistence is, like you said, is key. And having a diligence to just keep working at it and believing and having that faith that the breakthrough is going to come. But if you don't believe in it, I don't think the breakthrough is going to come through. You got to believe in it through thick and thin. So
Absolutely. One of my previous guests is a man by the name of LeBaron Burton. He's the CEO of Popcorn World in Gary,
okay.
Indiana, and he shook up the game a few years ago with a company that makes popcorn, and it has like, I believe it's like 280 different flavors, from like
Mm,
Oreo, cheesecake, crab leg, dill pickle. Like it's crazy
Mm.
how many, you know what I'm saying, flavors he has, right? And he was telling
Yeah.
me about how he failed twice, and through those he learned how to pivot in every situation. You know, when the quarantine happened last year, you know, he didn't shut down. He had to hire more workers because he was thriving through the quarantine.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, you know, that's an example of what persistence and consistency can do for you. You know what I'm saying? Now he's
Sure.
looking to, you know, expand out and open up a few more locations. You know,
Mm.
and you know, people like that, you know, give me inspiration. But at the same time, you know, sharing his story, I hope that you know gave somebody else hope, because it sure enough showed me that, you know, I might not have been a business owner at that time, but if I was, I was hoping that those could be, you know what I'm saying, something that could happen to me or happen to somebody else possibly. You know what I'm saying? To be a person that wasn't taking a loss in 2020, but actually created a situation where you can actually help somebody who did take a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure that that inspires somebody, man. Like, it's a lot of people out here that's after something, that's starting their businesses, that's musicians, painters, skateboarders, all types of walks of lives, man. That that are trying to become something, with it. And you know, hearing stories like that is motivating, and I'm sure people tuned into that and got motivated because I tune into different people stories and you see their stories. We always see the the success. We don't see the build up, the grind. We always see the success. And it looks like they came out the blue, but it's like nah, it was a process. You just wasn't there. You didn't see it. So when you hear something that you can relate to, when people tell you the grind process that they weren't around, like okay, they going through the same thing, something similar than that what I'm going through. That I'm going through. So it's like I'm not the only one that got derailed and shooken up during the process. It's a part of it. It's a part of this. So yeah, for sure. I'm sure it helps somebody out.
Yeah, man. I think that without stories like that, a lot of people wouldn't even understand that I'm no different from you, and you're no different from the next person. We all have ups and downs. We all have follies, and you know, we all got to take a step back sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And rewind, rest, and repeat basically. So how do you spend your downtime? You know, I know that you on the grind and you trying to make your dreams happen at the same time. But I mean, just like me, you know what I'm saying, once I get off here, you know, I'm taking me a short break and then I got another interview in about an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what do you do in your downtime?
Um, During my downtime, man, I just kick it with friends. We I just had like a show I did for my DJ. He wanted me to do a show downtown. I did like a little show, but afterwards, like stuff like that, we do shows. We go out and kick it, go out to eat, laugh. I love to laugh, man. I love jokes and laughing, man. It puts me in a good mood when I'm laughing. I like to laugh. Um, I used to be a ball player, man, but I gotta get back on the court, man. I ain't been hooping in a while. I gotta
Okay.
get back out there and get my game back, man. I know I probably lost my legs. I was able to dunk at one point, but I probably don't got it no more. I just so focused on the music, man. I gotta get back out there. But that used to be another one of my hobbies in my free time. I used to just ball out through the city or whatnot. But now I'm just kicking it with my lady and just having fun with family and friends. I don't get into too much, man. I just have good times with good people, man. There's really not too much I get into, you know.
Yeah, I
You know?
definitely agree with you on that. You know, I played football years ago, but my body ain't built for that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here, same
Yeah, so
here. I
um
feel you.
yeah, you out in Baltimore, my man King Tank, Brian Tinker. He you know what I'm saying, he's one of the dope comics I know that be out in your area all the time. And
Okay.
my god brother Dwayne Watts, Watts Comedy. Uh
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Two people that's in the DMV that's always, making things happen. He's actually in Atlanta right now doing the show with Nav Green and Red Grant, I believe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 What's his name? What's his name?
Dwayne Watts.
Dwayne. Why the name sound familiar? I'm probably pretty sure I ran into him or ran into his videos on I heard them throughout the city. I'm sure I had. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. I know that I haven't seen him in Baltimore. I think the last time I saw him, he was in DC performing. But I mean,
Mm.
he goes all over. I know he's with the funny team. Him, Omar Terrell, Derek
Okay.
Skip, Oral Henry.
Yeah.
Those comedians right there, DMV
Okay.
representatives that's doing their thing. So, if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
if you come across those names, you know what I'm saying, you definitely want to check out them show. And comedian Simon Says, my man
Yeah.
Simon, you know what I'm saying? All funny people, all great DMV representatives when it comes to the art of comedy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I gotta. Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep a mental note in my head if I hear about those guys. I'm gonna check them out. This is, it's big comedy spot called the Comedy Factory here that everybody go to, and a lot of guys be stopping past there. So, if I hear that name, I'm definitely going to turn that, definitely going to hit that up. Yeah.
For sure, man. So you in the area, we gonna have to link up one of these days, man, and
No.
you know what I'm saying, do some in person content, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I would love that, man. I'm down. We're not that far, man. So, you in PG, I'm in Baltimore. We ain't that far, so we definitely can make that happen for sure.
Yeah, that'll work. I think that a lot more people should actually look at the people that's in their surroundings. You got a lot of people that's like in the I guess you could say media field or entertainment field that reach out for big names, and they usually don't get a response back. But I always take the time out to look at the people that's in my surroundings, that's in my area, neighborhood, and what I'm saying, I always make sure that I give them their flowers, number one, and two, I make sure I support. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes what I'm saying, the society great, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, when you look up in the sky and you see two stars, you don't give it a second look. But when you see a bunch of them, you sit there and gaze. So that's what we should be
Mhm.
doing. You know what I'm saying? We should be trying to
Mhm.
help as many people become those stars so we can create a better world for ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. I like that analogy, man. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And another thing is too is what I try to pride myself on is uh, you know building genuine relationships with people that truly admire your work or who you are and are interested in knowing who you are at this point now. Because when things change, you can just know the people that really admired your work before, the success or whatever comes, and I always tell myself that no matter how far I take this, don't lose your sight on the individuals that took the time out to notice you before the success, and actually took the time out to want to talk to you and want to get to know you, want to listen to your music, or want to just support in some way. And I always keep that mental note in my mind. I don't want to go too far left with the success, because I see it a lot. People get successful and they like God, like man, can't reach them, can't. I want to be the opposite of that. I want to, when the success comes, I want to go back to the platforms that was there for me, or back to the platforms, or back to the people that supported me during the journey, and I really pride myself on that. I keep that in my mental notes where I tell myself that, don't don't forget where you come from. Depending on how far you take it, don't forget where you come from, man. Just stay humble, and keep that mindset, So, like I said, I'm very grateful for platforms like yourself and people that support my music and things of that nature. I don't take it for granted, man. Like, I really appreciate it, you know.
Man, I agree with you 100%. I told myself years ago after watching, the people who inspired me, uh, one of them brothers said, I'd rather have 100,000 loyal followers than a million people who only follow you because of your name. Because
Mm,
that 100,000 is going to take you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
if anything, I don't care how many followers I end up getting and things of that nature. But what I do care is about, you know, uh, a group of supporters who rock with me, who understand what I'm trying to do and believe in what I'm doing, because that'll take me further than anything else, I believe, in my opinion.
For sure, for sure. I agree, man. That's perfect. A loyal fan base, loyal people is good to have less loyal people than more fleeing fans. It's definitely true. That's what's happening to a lot of people. They blow up like this, and they only blown up because of they get a hot commodity or the hot name right now, and they're not really fans. They hear about you, and then the next one comes, and they go to the next one. You're not really. But when you build something special with people and they're on a journey with you, it's different. They're loyal, they're sticking by, and they'll forever have your back. You'll be good for the rest of your life. You know.
Yeah, yeah, man. I agree. So, hey, man. uh, I enjoyed this conversation, man. I appreciate you for taking the
Yeah,
time out to join me today. And man, we gotta do this again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. I'm down, man. Like you said, maybe the next one we can be in person, man, and we can do it that way, man. It's definitely cool with me, man. You're cool. Like I said, I appreciate you reaching out, even listening to the music. I appreciate you even listening to it and going through the music and wanting to have a convo with me, man. I'm definitely grateful for that.
Oh yeah, not just listening, but sharing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? When I
Yeah,
set the
for
interview
sure.
with you, I'm asking my folks, "Hey man, you ever heard of this brother?" Nah. All right, I'm about to send you a link. Check him out. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, much love, man. I appreciate that, man. That's every share, every all that, man. I appreciate it, man. I definitely do. And I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna. I will be doing the same. I'm gonna be telling people. I'm gonna tell them that I just did an interview with you and check him out. He got good content and things of that nature. I will be doing the same.
man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It takes no effort to press one button. You feel me?
No effort at all. Man. I agree with you 100%. No effort at all.
Yeah, yeah, man. So, man, why don't you let the people know where they can find you at, and if there's anything coming up you want them to check out, man, go ahead and let them know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, I'm basically I'm more on Instagram than Facebook. Even though that a lot of people are catching on to that video on Facebook, but if you really want updates on me, follow me at Raff Alpha, and it's RAFFALPHA. Just follow me on Instagram, and you'll see more updates on there about shows and music and all that good stuff. I'm on Facebook here and there, but um, Instagram is more where I'm at. But also, if you're on Facebook and you don't have Instagram, you can head over to my Facebook page and like it. It's at Raff Alpha. At Raff Alpha Music. So if you type in RAFFALPHA music, it'll pop up. You'll see a picture of me and you'll see my music and stuff like that. And I post on there my updates of music and things of that nature as well. So. but I'm more on Instagram though. But I still post my updates on Facebook here and there. But yeah, those are the places you can find me on the social media. We got a show in the works. Don't have full details yet, but I will definitely update everybody on my Instagram. So definitely follow that. You don't get a chance. And yeah, that's about the jet of it right there, the gist of it. So yeah, just make sure y'all follow me, man.
Your YouTube.
Oh yeah. YouTube is Raff Alpha as well. YouTube is just type in RAFFALPHA and my YouTube channel will pop up. You can subscribe, check out all the music videos and things of that nature. And I got some new music stuff coming up too. So yeah, I definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So yeah.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the Landover Legend, aka Big T, and this has been another installment of the I Can't Make This Up podcast. That's I Can't, with a K, Make This Up podcast. You can find me everywhere podcasts are available. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And please do me a favor. Check out my guest content. Make sure you follow them on the social media platforms and go on over to YouTube, listen to the music, and let them know what you think. Become a fan like I did. If not, it might not be your thing, but somebody else might gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're on YouTube, you can make sure you check out my content as well. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has the time to check out the interview, but I got some entertainment on there too that I think you might enjoy as well. And just let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, let me know in the comments, and I'll block you. All right. But until next time, peace.
Please.
Start it up.
Yeah, filling the walls, deciphering the hieroglyphics. A spiritual nigga that carry the biscuit, heathens resent my existence. My neural pathway of thought is truly prolific. My mind shifted, was seeing my manifestations defy physics. My poems are exquisite, these lyrics are not for the timid. I see vengeance for those who preyed on me when I was defenseless. I'm masculinity personified, but yet I feel solitude in my mind like I was raised in a
I can't make this up. Being the wingman got me punched in the face by this crazy chick. I can't make this up. Gave this cool old man to ride home, now I'm harboring the fugitive. I can't make this up. Pinned between the fat chick and the speaker, now my shirt smell like her backside. I can't make this up. It's all bad cause my man about to get stabbed in his hand over french fries. Bet.
I'ma let T tell you that story one day, man. It's a good one.
And I'ma let the Landover legend do the rest. I'm out.
Ebony shrine. These verses are blessed like the holy scrolls, like Christ's resurrection. I rose spitting parables and verses across the globe. I use my voice as an instrument. My beautiful penmanship got MCs plagiarizing the flow, and I'm sick of it. Indeed, it's rap Baltimore sacrificial lamb. They're familiar with who I am. In foreign lands, they Pakistan. They make attempts of attacking us. Going against the God is blasphemous. We move miraculous, out for the holy activists.
Illustrate art to life via the penning. Angels turn the devils when the sinners are winning. Once good before, now that good thing is ended. Just give me the flowers before they wrap me up in linen. I pray for the patience, Lord knows I'm fitting to lose it. Heart singing with the music. I know a nigga proud of his city and who his crew is. It ain't where you from, black man, it's where your shoes is.
They want to eradicate the entire squadron. They hoping the empire's falling like the leaves from the trees in autumn. Victory's calling. Y'all be seeing the confidence in my limp when I'm walking. I brag on myself often. Taught my